What's up, family? Y'all know who it is. It's y'all one and only fellow alchemist live back in the building. Here to break bread with y'all, with the god and goddesses. What we doing here, y'all? Who y'all be?
This is Keish the Beast, never ever on a leash. And who we got in the building with us? Our brother. Go on and say your name, brother.
Buwada coming from the Midwest, representing that love for the people.
You dig? Like a
We do
shovel.
it. We do it for the culture. The
People for the
culture.
culture.
It's the only way we do it. You dig? For the true culture, the original culture, you know?
Only culture.
The Holy Ghost.
Not this artificial culture that's been created, you dig? But anyway,
Right,
what's Huh? We say what, bro?
I said right for real.
You dig?
Man, I was spazzing out yesterday, like on one.
Oh yeah? You was
How you
ODing
on one, Muada?
off ninja shit?
Nah, just ODing over the whole progression of everything. It's like where does it end? Or what's the end game? Not where does it end, but what's the end game? Because I don't know the age, and I'm pretty sure mine shows. But yesterday I was just zoning out, man, just chilling, and I just start thinking like, do anybody remember when we didn't have smartphones or cell phones or any of that type of stuff? Like, do you remember the phone that used to hang on the wall? You had to go to the wall to talk on the phone.
Yeah.
Then it had the long cord, and you
Yup.
drag the long cord around the house. It's like things have progressed so fast. Like, where are we going with all this? You know? So I was just out there gone.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, those were good old days. Like when you had the cord, and then it came the cordless phone. And my
Right.
mom, she was like an inch taller than I was. So she was a short lady, but I would be on that phone all types of nights. And she'll come in talking about, it's time for you to get off that phone. But I'll be talking to one of my guys about,
Whatever. Yeah, just chilling with
Yeah.
your girl on the phone, falling asleep or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
It was just a different time, and like things have progressed so much to where everything seemed like it's a stage and everybody's acting, and it's becoming it's getting to a point where it's becoming a little extra, you know?
Yeah. I can feel you.
That was the days. Somebody pick up the phone and get the dial. Now you'd be like, I'm on the phone.
Right, I'm on the phone.
Right.
Yeah. But even then, that was after the fact, because remember, you only had one phone. Then they connected to where you can have two in one house. And that was like all that shit is like crazy, like mad crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, son, man.
The sisters,
you had who remember caller ID? Caller
ID.
Star 69.
Star 69, Star 67.
Yeah.
What about the voicemail? Leaving the recording on the phone. That was different.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a whole culture. That's a whole, like, a lot of these people won't even ever experience that.
The lovely sisters.
Dragging, yeah, for real.
Was so
dragging
soft.
Dragging a cable box. You remember that?
Yeah, dragging a cable box.
With the long cord.
Yeah.
The big box TV floor models. That was something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking low on the cordless phones, and then I started laughing.
Right. All that was something.
The sisters were so soft and respectful then.
Woo.
They was beautiful.
You wouldn't even want to raise your voice at them. They're looking at you like,
you know what I mean?
Come here, baby. Let me hug you.
You dig? Come here, girl.
Yeah, you're like,
come here. Yeah. Now I be like, gone.
Everything was soft back then. It was the music, all of that. Like,
yeah, they used to in the clubs. It used to be R&B. Now it's just straight grimy. They used to slow dance and all that. I don't even think nowadays they know how to slow dance.
No, they don't.
I think that's over with.
Do you know how to slow dance?
Of course.
Yes. Yeah. The truth.
That's what we do.
That was the foreplay. What you talking about?
Right.
That was foreplay.
I didn't know you knew how to do that.
I'm a true player for real. That's my nigga for real.
Yeah, but we ain't. No, don't ask him.
Right.
No,
Right.
no,
It's,
don't
yeah,
ask him.
that was back. I would have asked them back then.
Yeah, not even then. We just didn't know.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
What you mean y'all didn't know?
That's
He's
right.
married with a family.
What that mean?
Oh
For
For
real?
real.
For
no,
real?
you missed the whole joke. You like,
Yeah.
it. It's Biggie Smalls.
She still ain't getting that.
You might have to play it for her.
Yeah. Right. She ain't getting it. Well,
I'm not dumb.
what's up with the shirt you got on? I see you got that blue and gold. What auntie what's her name? The one that gang bang be throwing up the sign.
Don't hate. You call my cousin Teresa Tilo.
T-Lo, yeah, look like she'll piece you up. Bang, she got combos. And she throwing up gang signs. They were blue and gold. That was our colors back then.
Yeah.
Rolling.
Shout out to the lovely ladies of Sigma Gamma
Gang bangers.
Incorporated. You know what time it is.
Did you hit that noise? Do the noise again.
1922. What are you gonna do? You're such a hater, Dominique.
What was the noise? Did you say ski? Did you say ski? Ski, Rick?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
That's AKA or Delta or something. One of them.
Hit the noise. Hit the sound.
Yes, that is.
You ain't hear it? I ain't hear it.
That's for those in the know.
How it go? Skeet. How it go? How it go? Skeet, skeet, skeet.
No, it doesn't go no skeet, skeet, skeet. You clown.
All right.
Okay.
Skeet, skeet. Skeet,
You all know.
Skeet, all right. No,
Black History Month, and as you all know, we give shout out to our D9 organizations, those that have founders celebrations going on. Shout out to Delta Sigma Theta. Shout out to Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Shout out to Kappa Alpha Psi. Shout out to everyone that are a part of the Divine Nine. We got nothing but love. Our founders, they have passed in November, but we recognize and we celebrate. And so as we move into MLK Day, shout out to him and his memory. He was a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. So much love to the king.
Nowadays, you can't be sisters and brothers because if you ain't got the handshake or you don't know the secret codes, if you ain't Alpha Psi Phi, if you ain't Delta Sigma Rho, then you ain't my brother. You ain't my sister.
Here you go. You in an unincorporated member of something, don't you? Don't you want to share Rolling 60?
No. That was Community Revolution in Progress.
Yeah.
That's what I was about. I wasn't about the other stuff. You ain't a part of my squad, so I don't mess with you. If you ain't Alpha Psi Delta Sigma Rho, and if you ain't this, I don't mess with you. No, I wasn't never on that.
Here you go. And see, if for the record, everybody, he wants to go and lean towards the area of the talented 10, which was coined by W.E.B. Du Bois, and I personally don't.
No.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to lead towards.
No, Marcus Garvey was my guy. He hated on Marcus Garvey. He called him a black monkey, so why would I roll with the talented 10, with just the blood suckers of the world?
You going down that road of criticizing the talented 10. That's
what you said. Okay, I got it.
That's what I'm saying, homie. That's what I'm saying.
All right, I got it now. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, but shout out to everybody that has a Founders Day, Founders Week, whatever. We got nothing but love for you. We got nothing but love for the HBCU campuses. Shout out to Harris-Stowe State University here at the great city of St. Louis, Missouri. Shout out to Lincoln University. We love you guys.
Okay, you giving shout out to everybody. All right, see. Okay,
like
y'all had a big event or something today?
We had a patch party. One of the sister chapters, Ada Mu Sigma of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, had a patch workshop where the sisters come together. We patch our sorority memorabilia and things on our jackets. So it was a really nice, fun event. We socialized. We talked about, of course, greater service, greater progress. That's our motto. So that's what we were doing. So it was really nice. Shout out to the brothers at the Blackjack Fire Station that allowed us to do those activities there. So really enjoyed it. It was nice.
What's up with the new hairdo? What, fried, dyed, and laid to the side?
Well, what was up for the new hairdo is I went back to my old beautician and she styled it for me. And yes, I love it. I know that I'm going to get a lot of flack from the alchemist because it's not natural, but it's not in the natural state, but my hair is still natural. And I mean, I'm just chilling and living my best life. Fresh face, new year, no fear, just doing me.
Okay, all right then, all right. All right, bro, what's up with you? What you got going on? What we doing? Bro, in the zone.
Oh, I'm still learning this stuff. So,
What you look? You trying to figure something out?
yeah, it's nothing. I'm just taking it easy, man. Just another day at the home front, one day at a time, man. Not a whole lot going on. Just making incremental, progressive steps towards giant leaps.
Okay, another day to make it right with self and the ancestors.
Without a doubt or contradiction. Without that, it's over with.
You dig? We
Yeah,
winning.
that's yeah. We are our ancestors' wildest dreams. So
Aren't we for real?
Yeah,
Like
for
yeah.
sure.
seriously, they don't even realize that. Like at some point, it's going to come a time where that's all forgotten if no one keeps it alive.
Better
Like
know it.
That's true.
I was thinking
And
about it. That's why I was tripping out yesterday. Like, wow, man, it's like for real. Like, wow, it don't even seem like there was a lot of progress. I mean, a long time ago, it was a lot of progress for us because we lived through a lot of that stuff that was going on. Now it's the same thing at a different level, and we have to be very careful to pay attention to the ever changing and evolving system of racism.
Hmm. You think
mm,
that?
You know what I'm saying?
You
So
think we progressed or we digressed or regressed?
we've
Should I say?
regressed in some areas and progressed in others, but the real progression has been a regress for humanity in total, and for us, yeah, for sure. We've definitely moved away from the family unit. We've become more materialistic. We've become more individualistic. We're not communal. We're not family oriented as much as we used to. Although we say we are, we're not.
Fact.
Um, and it's really doing. Uh, it's really demoralizing and mentally draining and spiritually challenging to stay focused during this period. I don't see it getting any better. I'm wildly optimistic about things, but like I was saying, like I tripped yesterday. I was on one literally thinking about what's going on, and it's like, man, we had a time I think a couple of episodes ago we were going to speak about that doing surveys, and we don't understand yet, and we still haven't understood yet that doing surveys and giving all your information to these people is not a good thing. It's a terrible thing to do
Right.
because they can actually bring into fruition that which you believe will happen, especially in the majority. They had a program on CNN that reported about that, and they spoke about 71% of people what they believe is going to happen in 89 or something like that, or 90, what life will be like in 2025, and 71% of them got it right.
Damn.
That's a
So
lot.
what they said would be like?
Pretty much
What it
people
is?
not, yeah,
doom
be
and
what it is
gloom.
now. Yeah, this
Individualism at its all-time high.
at its all-time high,
Vanity at its all-time high.
it's all that's at its all-time high, and
We're
that's like,
polarized.
yes, and
Division.
it's, ugh.
Big eyes, little U's. It may be a reason why they capitalized the eyes in school and put lower cases on the we and us. I was always capitalized, you know.
I was
So,
always capitalized. That's right.
huh.
That's right. Well, like I was saying it, I do believe that it's very dangerous for us to take these surveys and give out all of our information.
They can see what you're thinking.
Yeah, they can see what you're thinking.
And if
And
you
I don't think
already,
it's cool at all. I think it's something that we shouldn't participate in at all.
yeah,
Well,
that's
there's a
crazy.
way that you can make the survey de-identified because I work in an educational institution, and you can make the surveys de-identified. It goes against, well, in the healthcare field, you can't identify people because it goes against certain federal laws, but you can make it de-identifiable where we don't know who you are. You can
With
just
that,
provide.
you
Mhm.
just provide what you say?
You just provide, like, you don't ask people about their name. Definitely, you don't ask them about their zip code. You can't ask their zip code where they live at in some cases. And then you also just put your gender, whether if you male, female, and other options, and you can complete the survey. People, I won't have any knowledge of knowing who you are, and the person who's managing the data on the other end doesn't have any knowledge.
But from what bro was saying, it seemed like is they getting like a consensus on our ideologies, our perspectives on where things are going. Is that where you going with that? Bro, you alright? You froze? Is he
Yeah, it
froze? He
look like he
froze.
froze.
Yeah. Bro froze. He so froze. Hey, yeah, improvise, made it happen.
ASAP, like I'm like, keep it going. Don't change up. I don't know what's that all about, you know?
Yeah, I was telling her. I think you was. I was thinking that the fact that you could be unknown in the surveys didn't make a difference because I think you was going. You was speaking more so on the fact that they looking at our pessimistic ideologies or future thoughts, and if it's doom and gloom or it's some type of space we don't want to be in, but we kind of preparing ourselves for it by way of the survey, then they can make it happen, and we won't be so rebellious against it when it happened.
Right.
So I think that was where you is that where you was coming from? As far as like the identity don't matter. They just trying to see what we thinking.
Right. Gather the information, what
Yeah.
we're thinking, what it can be used for, so on and so forth. In the 60s and 70s, it was well known that the government had a think tank where it
Right.
was 1,500, 1,000 or 1,500 people employed, and their only job was to come up with different ways to understand and use what their understanding, their knowledge and understanding of the American people in their favor, the government's favor. Now that says a lot when you start paying people money to just come to work and just figure things out about your own people, you know.
Yeah. The sociologists,
Right.
psychologists, and all them. Yeah.
And when you use that information, you can use that information in any way, shape, form, or fashion you choose to. That
Right.
becomes dangerous. And that's all I was saying is that us giving up the information freely about what we think of this, that, and the other, our habits, likes and dislikes, this, that, and the other, and the third, they can bring some of those things in, or many of those things in fruition without us even knowing it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And
Yeah.
that was all I was really getting to is that it can be dangerous on our part to give up such information, so much information, I should say.
Yeah. Because we already started to accept it. So with that being said, you can easily kind of make us adjust to what's to come by
Correct.
gradually implementing it if that's
Correct.
what you're already thinking.
Correct.
So makes sense for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Keisha, I know you had a couple of topics.
Yeah, I do. I have a couple of topics. One of them is dealing with, you still got this relationship thing. We've been covering it over a couple of episodes with the podcast, but this kind of rings my bell. About a few weeks ago, Shannon Sharp had a lot to say with his buddy Chad Ochocinco about going to the Dominican Republic so he can play soccer. And his whole goal of going to the Dominican Republic is to check out the women over there. Um, in light of all the legal issues he had last year, I think the Dominican Republic should be the last place he go. That's just my opinion. He need to stick to just talking about sports on his show. and interviewing other people. He does not need to go anywhere trying to pick up some woman. But I think I forwarded you the clip. You want to play that for a second?
Let me see. See what we got here. Shannon Sharp is back on the prowl, huh?
Yeah,
Let's see where's Shannon at.
he on the Latina prowl now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why.
I don't think the snow was his thing, his cup of tea.
I found it. Yep, right here. Can y'all see it? I know you probably can't see it, bro, huh?
Well, I'm gonna see what's going on right quick. Yeah.
Oh, you can see it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So in this clip, you'll see them talking and joking. And Chad's talking about he goes to the DR to play soccer, and he was like, he's gonna come with him, but he's not gonna play soccer. So like, come on, dude. All the stuff you done been through, you almost jeopardized your career for real. And this is what you want to do?
The man gotta live his life, dang.
Living his best life after someone accused him of SA. Come on now.
You can't.
What?
Sexually assault. Yeah.
For real?
Hey,
Yeah.
it was
Are you talking about that situation?
Yeah, that situation.
that little youngin.
Yeah.
Y'all ready to play it?
Yeah.
Oh, let me see something.
So I just think right now, the last thing he wants to do is cross waters with his clandestine missions to mess with women. Come on. Let's just be more rational. Let's just be real about the situation. And it just kills me because it be guys who are successful that are black that's going through this stuff, and then here you go. You back out on the prowl.
Y'all can see it clear? Are you back, huh?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, but we don't hear anything.
I ain't played it yet. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Guess the feet, Mickey.
I'm gonna treat myself.
Y'all can hear it
What kind of
clear?
cars they got over there?
They drive mopeds.
Oh,
Y'all can hear it clear?
what they got? They got
Yeah.
something with like long hair, and light skin.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're right.
Wait, that's the DR. Like you talk. Oh, you talk about Dominican Republic.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What they do out there?
Oh,
He know what they do out there.
Man, if it don't, when I travel for soccer reasons only. So if it ain't got nothing to do with
I'm
soccer,
gonna sock something.
He say he would sock something.
Oh,
Right.
that what you talking about? Okay. Well, okay. I'm cool now. Cool now.
Oh, DR. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, for
okay,
sure.
okay.
Yeah. That's where I'm
okay.
going.
I done heard the story. I done heard the story about it. Yeah. Okay, not I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. Oh, you had me confused. I'm like, DR. You don't even like baseball like that. That's the first thing that popped in my head. Okay, all right, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Please make sure you hit that.
All right, okay.
Okay, I got so much to say. I don't even know where to start. But besides that Gumby haircut from the late 80s and early 90s, let me tell you something. Shannon Sharp, you are a joke, okay? You're not the GOAT. You're a joke. You walking around here with that Gumby haircut, thinking you the man, and then you talking about you want to go to the DR. You know what? Kick rocks. Because at the end of the day, the way you moving is just scandalous. It's childish. It ain't even Prince scandalous. You just out here just being a buffoon and a coon. You want to go and mess with some young girl. Did you see how he opened up saying light skin, long hair? He got a preference. Ain't nothing wrong with a preference, but like, man, you sitting up here wanting to tap into somebody with light skin and long hair, and you want some exotic woman to be on you, and you look like you came off the movie Amistad. or 12 years as a slave. Come on now. I need for you to just really take a step back. If anything, you should be running to the church or some Muslim synagogue, because you almost lost millions of dollars fooling with that young woman. And you almost lost it
He
because
lost
she had
millions of
all your
dollars.
huh?
He lost it.
Yeah, he done lost his mind. You had your text messages and all your stuff given to this woman. Then you had to come clean about it because your lawyer told you to come clean about y'all messing around. You didn't want to do that. You want to get ahead of this thing with the hope of you not losing your endorsements. Let's just be for real about it. You a joke out here in these streets, and you're up there licking your lips all up in the camera, wanting to sock somebody. Please.
Yeah, the man that's supposed to stop living his life because he was definitely slipping on the job. Yeah, she got him too. Look, young Caucasian chick, wasn't it?
It looked like she was 12. She wasn't even developed.
Yeah, she was.
12
What was
years
she like?
old.
20,
For real?
21,
Yeah.
19, 20? She
Yeah.
about something like
So,
that. Yeah,
your
and
fetish.
they had all info where she was talking, she was talking, had little sexual statements she made, like she approved of his, what they had going on. But she still managed to hit him across the head for millions.
What did he do to her?
They said what it was supposed to be, sexual assault or something.
It's supposed to be like sexual assault, but see, he backed out of the relationship because what they don't tell is she was texting him back, and she was making comments about she want that black, what, inside of her so she can have a black baby. So you already know what time she was on. She was copping for money from the start. So Shannon Sharp, let's just be for real here, man. You sitting up here, you done dodged a bullet. Yeah, it done hurt your bank account a little bit. ESPN had to pull you out, but let's just be for real here. Like, you want to go to the DR, you want to stick your stuff in somebody. Come on now. Let's just be for real here. You ain't the man. You
He
ain't
the
the
man.
man. No,
He got money. Y'all know he the man. If he pulled up on you in that Maybach, like, get in.
No, he ain't even checking for black women.
I said if he pulled up on you in that Maybach, like, what you be like, I gotta work, I can't go with you, and he be like, okay,
Ain't
how
my
much you
type.
make for the week? All right,
Ain't
I'm gonna
my
pay
type.
you. I'm gonna pay you for the month just for 2 weeks. Get
Ain't my
in
type.
and let's go.
Ain't
What
my
you gonna
type.
do? Yep.
Get in.
Ain't my type.
The
You
money
keep
is the
saying
type.
get in. Now, Buwata, ain't my type.
He said get in because the money is the
Get in.
type.
No, ain't my type. Ain't my type.
The money? He got the money. That ain't your type.
No, ain't my type. He don't like black women. He's had an interview with his conversation with Monique. His issue with black women is nobody wanted him when he didn't have money. When he was going out, trying for football, no black woman will holler at him. That's his trauma. He's carried that trauma. And now that he's in a higher status and he's in a position of power, that's what comes up. These men, they go outside and they get what they want. Learn from OJ. If you don't do that thing, take a lesson. The story of OJ.
He say he a passport bro now. You familiar with them, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he say he a passport bro.
Muwata, you all quiet. What you thinking?
I don't know. I mean, that's the same story all over again. It's nothing new. I said earlier, we've regressed. We're devolving. We're progressing technologically, but we're spiritually and mentally we're messed up. We're bad.
And social media is helping with that to become more and more spiritually
delusional,
bankrupt.
But when you say we're regressing, in his case, he has not learned. Certain black men have not learned.
They're not going to learn. I get the fact that Europeanism, the standard of beauty, the inundation of European culture has caused people to be less thoughtful, less magnetized, I should say, or spiritualized towards their own. It's the case of the defeated wanting to be like the conqueror. You know what I'm saying? It's the same old shit. It's like same old stuff. It's like what we spoke about before about the Stockholm syndrome. You know, it's the same thing. I don't understand why guys grew up in a household with an African American mother or African mother, uh, and sisters and grandmother and great grandmothers and so on and so forth, and they choose other people to be with. I don't knock nobody for who they want to be with. It's your own preference. But for me, I'm like, that's a little extra. Like, I don't know how you can talk bad about the culture you grew up in. I don't understand that. And we seem to be the only people that do that. Although nowadays it seems like there's a big push on these social media platforms to say, hey, I like black men. I like black men. I like black men. I don't know what that's all about, whether it's genuine or not. I know that
a push from who to say that?
I'm just saying not a push, but like, you see on some of these social media things that you might see floating around, women from different countries say, we want black men,
Sister saying it too?
No. Oh. No. There's a handful that say it. And I make sure I salute the sisters who do say it. I don't think personally there's nothing more exotic than a black woman. I don't think there's nothing
facts, big facts. In their natural state.
In their natural state. I think that all women in their own right are beautiful. I think all human beings are. I love black people.
You did. Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco, whatever his name is, they both from the South, ain't they?
Yeah, they're both from the South, but Ocho Cinco.
I didn't know that.
Ocho Cinco from Florida. So
South, yeah.
Yeah. So he's from Florida. But it's so much with the trauma with Ocho Cinco because he has all these kids and he has black children. And
from
his first wife, but his other
he's never been married. Chad hasn't been married. He was married to Evelyn Lozada from Basketball Wives, and that didn't last long because she called a domestic dispute against him.
Oh.
But his other children are by different women. The same with Terrell Owens. The bottom line is like Terrell Owens, who's from Alabama, Chad Ochocinco, who's from Florida. Then you got Shannon Sharp here. They all run in the same circles, right? They hang with each other, obviously, because they have something in common and they like certain women and they love parading around white women and they abandon their responsibilities with their kids, with their baby mamas.
You know that for certain?
Right. How you know that?
Because Terrell Owens owed child support. It was a couple times he owed child support.
What that mean?
Mean that he owed money to wherever state his kids were living in and he had to pay.
I wouldn't pay it. If I could get around, if the court sanctioned for me to pay child support, if I can get around it, I will too. You already know I don't believe in dealing with the court system at all. But you already know I'm going to take care of mine. So that don't mean nothing.
But no one said you directly is not going to take care of yours. But these men have money. They have an obligation to take care of their children. They got all these kids by all these different women. You don't want to take care of them. That's a problem.
I think it's a problem.
You going off the court, what the court system is saying. I know you believe in this system and all that.
That has nothing to do with it. I've heard interviews with Terrell Owens' baby mama even said, hey, he doesn't know, his kids does not know him. He does not spend time with them. He does not know.
That's crazy.
We know that y'all keep them kids from the man if y'all think he ain't acting right or acting like he should.
But that's your experience. I'm not saying that no woman doesn't do that, but these are what these women are saying about him and what he's doing. The same with Chad Ochocinco.
They could be lying. Women lie, men lie, numbers don't.
I'm not saying that they have never had a chance of trying to provide, but the story at the time is they were not doing it.
Yeah, they be lying.
They were not doing it. And the problem that I have is both Chad and Terrell have had shows where they hold these women, because they date outside of their race, these women outside of their race up into a high pedestal. But then whenever something happens, if they don't get endorsed, if they have an issue, they coming back to their black agents or managers who are black women, leaning on them for comfort and support.
That's sad.
You sound like you anti-men. I don't know about you, Keisha.
I'm not
you always siding with some.
If that's true, that's sad. That's sad.
I'm
if
not
that's true, that's sad.
But it sounds like you anti-women, and you sound like you anti-black women. And my question is, when is this exploitation towards black women is going to ever end? And if we're talking about, like Brother Water mentioned, with slavery, the first black woman on record that we hear has been exploited by white men was Sarah Barton. And she was exploited by her curvaceousness and how she looked.
So they
treated her like a piece of meat. And I'm just saying, we are exploited physically, mentally, emotionally by society.
Black men?
And men.
You talking about Caucasian men or black men? See, that's the problem I have. Y'all take, just like y'all took the ideology of Margaret Sanger's and ran with it and applied it to every black man. And we never have been able to keep y'all under our thumb or under our control. I'm talking right now. Thank you. Now that was chauvinism. How you like that? So y'all always apply it to black men, and we never been able to keep y'all under our thumb. So I don't get it. You just gonna take what the court system said and what some lady said, and it's been proven that whoever, what's her name that he was with, the Puerto Rican, she said some racist stuff. It's out there. Evelyn? Yeah.
She said some racist stuff?
Yeah, she said some racist stuff.
Yeah, and see how see how you just side with her? See, I don't play them games. This is, we regulating right here.
No, I did not side with Evelyn. And for the audience, let's be clear, I never sided with Evelyn because I know about the race issue with Evelyn.
I didn't know she said some race stuff. Well, I don't get into a lot of that stuff.
You ain't said, but you sided with her.
No, I said the only person he's ever been with that I know that he was married to was Evelyn Lozada. I never.
And what you say she said?
I never sided with her. I was talking about his black baby mothers who stated that he was never with. He never did anything for his children. So let's get that correct. I never sided with Evelyn.
Favor truth. Do not favor women just because you have a sister code and you part of the sisterhood. Favor truth. We stand on truth. That's what we stand on. We stand on my.
Stand on truth with his black baby mothers.
That's because we know that black women keep their kids away from black men, and we know that they lie on black men. We know this to be a fact, but you don't have no evidence of that. But you automatically finding them guilty because of what some court system said or because of what some sister said. And
you're bringing your own beliefs into this matter.
It ain't my belief. These are facts. It's documented. So you want to throw it on my beliefs when it's if you could, all you got to do is Google it, and you can see all the lies that's been told on black men, and you could see all the documents that's out there that support that black men has been trying to be involved in their kids' lives.
Oh, for sure.
So
I'm glad you said that. Like, I don't know if you understand this or not, but law and order rules our life. Without a doubt or contradiction. But I like that because they have given black men a bad rep for the longest. I'm saying society at large. They have said black men are rapists, black men are over-sexualized, black men are thugs, black men are thieves, black men are lazy, black men are liars and manipulators, black men are this, that, and the other, and the third. They have propagated that shit for years.
Facts.
No matter how long we have done the opposite.
Facts.
Taking care of our children or what have you. All the
most active in our child's life. There's research on it.
We're criminals, this, that, and the other, and the third. I find it ironic. I find it pleasing in a way to those who have eyes to see and ears to hear.
Facts.
Because without a doubt or contradiction, there is the biggest criminal, liar, manipulator, thug,
Facts.
womanizer, and a host of other titles, labels, and names that can be thrown on him. And he's running the greatest so-called country on planet Earth.
Right.
Now,
Right.
I didn't vote
Right.
for him.
Right.
I like him. I like the fact that he's a gangster and he's showing you that their true nature is he. I don't believe that we should join forces with nobody who don't want to join forces with us, but I think we should do what's in our best interest and the best interest of those who serve our interest and their interest together for a better America.
Facts.
The
But
bottom line,
I like the fact that he's doing what he want to do his way.
the bottom
Yeah,
line,
he doing that.
and y'all talking about law and order. The bottom line is, when is there ever law and order for Black women? And as I mentioned, you got Shannon Sharp, you got Chad Ochocinco, then I included Terrell Owens into the group. You got these three men, when they get caught up in some drama with these women that are not a part of our community, that's not a part of our race, they want to scale back and then run back to us so we can level with them. Black women are tired. We're tired. Like, okay, how many times you gonna throw down and say, "Oh, I don't want to be with somebody like my mama," or "I don't want to be with somebody like my aunt or my sister"? They just too much. But then you go and you get with these women, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in deep waters. And then what happens? You want to run back to us. You want to run back so we can come for you. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I said this before, and I hope that it doesn't come off in the wrong way. There's nothing greater on earth than a Black woman.
Facts.
I'm not saying other women aren't important, but Black
Repeat
women
that again for the audience. So
Black women know how to love Black men. If you expect a woman who has never been through the same things or similar things that you have gone through in life, she will not understand you in the same way.
Sure.
The issue that we face right now today is that we have a disconnect in our community because we don't understand of what we're practicing. We don't understand the community, that the social engineering. We don't understand the spiritual system we're under. We don't understand the culture. We have a set of rules for ourselves and a set of rules for the culture in which we adhere to, we live in. I said it before, Malcolm X said it best, and he's a great teacher in any way for anyone who's willing to listen to the things he said. He said that Black people wear a mask. He said slavery wasn't the greatest crime that was ever committed against a Black person. The greatest crime that was ever committed against a Black man, woman, and child, I added that part, was that we were taught to wear a mask of self-hate and self-denial. So when we're in our communities, we act one way, and outside of our communities, we act another way. That within itself causes a little bit of schizophrenia, a little bit of bipolarism, in the mind, for the mind to constantly go through that and to constantly be concerned about being judged one way outside of the community and judged another way in the community. Now, all communities aren't, hood. We have some that are hood, some that are middle class, and some that are upper class. So you have all different levels. The same thing in all the cultures. Our issue for me is that, yes, it is disrespectful for us to go outside our race and then come back, crawl into our race, asking our people or our women to burden all that BS. I think it's disrespectful. I also understand the man's point of view that, hey, look, I like these women over here because they're not as confrontational. But to say that, I don't want a woman like my mother. I don't want a woman like my grandmother. I don't want a woman who hasn't been through anything, is disrespectful in itself. Who you've been through a lot. He speaks about being not being liked by Black women when he was growing up or before he had money. You know, a lot of us didn't like ourselves. A lot of them didn't like themselves, you know. And I'm not saying that
Facts.
you should be with one particular group. I'm saying be whoever the hell you want to be with, or do whatever you want to do. It's your life. I'm saying for me and mine, I would rather be with my own than to be with someone else. It's different cultural things, you know. Like for me, it's just me. It's not nothing. I don't want to wake up with your hair in my bed. I don't want to see your fucking hair on my toilet stool. I just don't want it. That don't mean I don't like them. I think, you know, for whoever. I wouldn't want it. That's just me. You know. Well, I think that there's questions that one must ask themselves, you know, like, hey, you know, why do I prefer these women? And if you prefer these women for whatever reason, that's your reason. I don't, you know, and I do apologize if I offended any of you. I really don't care for real.
Hill Harper wrote a book. Actor Hill Harper, he wrote a book called The Conversation. And this book talks about relationships and the dynamics in the African American culture. And he mentioned about the differences between Hispanic women and Black women. And he noted how Black men take it to heart when we are feisty or when we are aggressive compared to a Hispanic woman. Hispanic woman, she can come in and cuss you out in her language, and you view it as cute or as exotic because she's Latina. And the Black woman, you know, you look at her as a headache. You look at her as somebody that's trying to cause drama, you know. And that was interesting to me when he noted that, because it's like, okay, are we going to continue to be the problem? Are we going to continue to be the issue? And then this other woman who's probably saying bird brain in her language, you know, I mean, come on, let's just keep it real. Like, it's crazy how we are like the most hated women, a group of women in the world. You know, we're not submissive enough. You know, we don't cook enough. We don't clean enough. I mean, come on now. It's just always something with the Black woman. But
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I think Black women are more loved and respected than any other woman on planet Earth. I don't think there's no woman more respected and loved. I think that all men across all ethnic groups have some level of respect for their women, and you have those that disrespect their women. All people respect their culture in one way, shape, form, or fashion to a certain extent, and value other people's culture higher than their own. I think that's with all people. I just think that Black women are more emulated than any other woman on the planet Earth. So that says a lot within itself.
Fact. Black men are the most hated. What are you talking about? Everybody want to blame us for something. Everybody on the planet. Because if they can get rid of us, they can handle y'all. But y'all feeding
That's
into
true.
the BS.
That is true.
Y'all supporting it. Check this out. Don't play with me.
Dude, like, unless you're ladies that you don't
Can y'all hear that?
fucking deal with that at all, then we should talk about it.
If you don't want to deal with Black men at all,
I with all men and not Black men. Just not Black men.
Well, is there any women here who don't want to deal with men, period, or is it just Black men, or is it a
Y'all can hear it clear?
it's just Black men, and we actually want non-Black men's help in these corrections that you speak of.
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specific?
Force, because that's the only thing that's gonna work.
But I mean, what are you looking for Black men to arrive at? A place of understanding of, like, what do you want to see?
Well,
We believe that there is no hope for them. That we don't believe in changing their minds. We don't. But I'm trying not to say what I really want to say because you're on stage. But
this is insane to me. I can't even fathom what I'm like. This is worse than what I thought it was. This is not just disagreements or they're done. This is crazy because these are the same women who don't want any accountability themselves. You don't want anybody to hold you accountable for your actions, but you want white men to hold black men accountable for what? It's basically saying, get them in check, control them, force them to do what? Baby, I've heard it all. I've heard it all. I can't. This is crazy. But there's more. Let's continue.
I think for me, I think I want the coddling culture to kind of stop. I think they get validated a little bit too much and they're not held accountable as much as white men, Hispanic men, Asian men. Like, the legal system works in their benefit a little bit more than they think it does. They're seen as the ultimate, like, most oppressed. And I think that coddling culture needs to stop and they need to be held accountable for their actions.
What actions do they need to be held accountable for that they're not already being held accountable for? Because, I mean, last time I checked, if a black man commits a crime, he's going to jail.
Thanks.
Hasn't he been held accountable? What is it that he's not being held accountable for? Or is it the fact that y'all are not getting y'all way and y'all pissed about it and you just don't care what happens to black men? Mind blown.
That's right. Unless you're ladies that you don't want to fucking deal with men at all, then we should talk about it.
We don't want to deal with black men at all.
With all men and not black men. Just not black men.
Well, is there any women here who don't want to deal with men, period, or is it just black men, or is it a mixture?
It's just black men, and we actually want non-black men's help in these corrections that you speak of.
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specific?
Force, because that's the only thing that's gonna work.
But I mean, what are you looking for black men to arrive at a place of understanding?
I think y'all get the point.
Yeah, I saw. I was like disgusted, like very disgusted. I want to say this, and I don't want this to be taken in the wrong way, or I don't want this to sound any other way than what I'm saying. Those women who feel that way, I hope you get everything you looking for and more. Don't ever come across me if you see me, because I'm not
For
the
real.
one you played with. Don't ever in your life,
For real.
ever come across me.
You
I'm
side with
not
the enemy
playing.
on me, and I find out.
Ever.
So what you was saying about black men?
First of all, let me get this straight.
We did what? And we
Let me
never
say
did
this.
nothing? We always been supportive of y'all.
What
Listen,
are you
it's-
talking about? If we go back to slavery, what were you doing crying when our ancestors were being raped? When our grandmothers,
You don't know who-
grandmothers.
You don't know who Nat Turner is? Dazzling the
I know
Ferocious?
who that
Do you know who Cujo was? Do you know who Denmark VC was? Do you
But
I don't
here's
think
the-
I
here's
don't
the
think
thing.
you do you know were you I don't think you were on here when D and I spoke about how many generations of war Africa went through before they were captured or overthrown by them people. You know how many generations that was? 40 generations. Before then, but the last 40 was the stronghold.
You did?
That's a lot of fighting.
Can I
Do
say
you know
something?
what that would do to people mentally
Can
and
I say
spiritually?
something?
You know
Can I
who
say
Fred
something?
Hamilton was? You know who Elvis Cleaver was?
I know who all those.
I go down a
people are.
list.
I know who all those men are. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Say it.
Let me go ahead, because I don't know where all of this coming from black women hate. I don't know if it's if it's hate from somebody's trauma.
We just
or
showed you
whatever's
it's hate
going
for
on.
us.
But at the end of the day, let's just be real here. I do not condone what was just shown in that clip. That clip is a representation of people that have some mental health issues or self-hatred.
You think?
I come from a black man. I wouldn't want my father or any man being hurt, and I definitely wouldn't sell him out to anyone. You know, that's just the code of the community. You don't do that.
How you look at that black man? No, we ain't gonna get into that.
I appreciate you saying that though. Listen, for me, I understand it. I don't want nobody to get the wrong impression. I understand why some of us side with people who don't like us, with people who don't care for us. I get it.
Putting
I'm
a
not
hit out
mad.
on us.
I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not angry, upset about nothing. I get it. You do not understand. Those people with those type of mentalities do not understand the culture in which they live in. They don't understand the culture in which they were brought up in. They don't understand society at large. They don't understand anything other than what they want. Because the most vicious, the most vile, the most immature, the most nastiest, dirtiest, angriest being that you can find taught the world and is showing the world for the last 500 years in this country and the previous 100 or 200 before then how angry they are. They're not showing you no different. So those are your examples of what a man should be. And if that's your example of what a man should be, whoo, it explains why you are the way you are.
Facts.
And that goes for us too, for those of us who follow in those footsteps without learning anything different. Shank Out the Dib said it best when he spoke about the two cradle theory. You know, one coming from a place of plenty and one coming from a place of nothing or less than. You will have a different mentality and a different spiritual sense of self dealing with something like that. I just think that it's sad that we would turn to the very people who committed the most heinous crimes on us, on our people, and are still doing it to this day to ask for help to correct your own people. That is sick.
Facts.
That's next level sickness.
And it's they going to the court system, going through the court system to to attack us or to undermine us in every way possible. And it's crazy. It should be, we should deal with each other as family, okay? And the courtroom, the court system, child support, all that should be the last resort. And like I said, it's been said that we are the most active in our child's life. If you dealt with a dude,
it's been proven that.
It's been proven. So what is all this running to the courtroom for? To sick some people on your own brother or a person you laid down with, who you thought of to be the guy to lay down with. But here it is, you run to this courtroom and you file child support or try to sick these people on them and try to hire hitmans and all this stuff. Nah, I ain't buying into none of that. I'm going to tell it how it is. And I'm going to put it on the table. Hey.
All I got to say is, at some point, and I need for y'all to level with me on this, two wrongs don't make a right. There are things that black men have done to black women.
Put a hit out on y'all?
Right. There are things that black women have done to black men that are not right. I don't care how you pinpoint it and push it. And when you're talking about a court system, that court system probably looked at that person's income. They probably looked at every situation to where that person was not fully taking care of their child, their responsibility. If you don't want anything to do with the child, then tell the woman you don't want anything to do with the child. And you know what my beliefs are, instead of putting the pressure on the woman to go get an abortion, why don't y'all have vasectomies?
Vasectomies?
Yeah.
Have somebody going clipping at our private area, which
do
they have. Hold up. Have somebody, it's probably some trauma there because we know they used to, castrate us and do all type of weirdo stuff and sell it for extravagant prices because they had a fascination with the black man tool. We know that they done that. So it could, have you thought about it could be trauma? Why we don't want to get a vasectomy or see a knife coming anywhere close to our sacred tool? But y'all don't care. It don't even matter, huh?
My thing is, if you don't want these kids, if you don't want anything, then take it upon your responsibility to make sure that you don't get the woman pregnant instead of going in. Because some of you guys, you sleep with the very women you know you don't want to be with, and you impregnate them.
Impregnate them, but it could have it. I get it. Dudes don't have enough discipline to pull out game week or whatever. But still in all, you steady trying to put it on the man and blame the man. You laid down with him, so have some responsibility.
And that's
If
very
you-
disrespectful. Yeah, you can't blame a man
Yeah.
after you done laid down with
Still-
him and have a child by him and say he's a.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to let. I'm not
You
trying
laid
to blame
down
y'all,
with him.
because the woman is just as responsible
I
because
agree.
she has an option. You know, my thing is you got plan B, you got all these different things, but at the end of the day, if you know that you don't want a child by this woman, why is it that you even entertaining her? If you have some idea that she might be trying to trap you, why even waste your time?
Why you entertaining him?
I agree.
Why you entertaining him?
I ain't entertaining him.
We talking about men entertaining women as if something happened, they should be to blame, but that should go both ways.
Yeah, it should go both ways. Why entertain him?
So if both parties laid down with each other, made a decision and lay down with each other, both parties should be responsible, and especially.
Dude need to strap up. Dude need to strap up. She need to.
You need to make sure he strap up because we know that y'all are more prone to catch a disease than we are. Y'all got internal things going on where somebody jaculate in that thing or anything get up in there, hey, it can spread fast. Correct. We can get by with some stuff because of that little bitty old hole or whatever, you know. And that's a proven fact. That's a proven fact.
This has come into, ladies and gentlemen, that we are entering now in the masculine versus feminine zone.
Yeah, so that's what you.
I don't want to enter that zone.
That's what you run to. You can't get me with that. I don't care nothing about it.
People traumatized.
If you want to call it that, I don't care. I ain't move. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. I ain't running from nobody. I ain't backing down from nothing.
Saying what I'm saying, because at the end of the day,
you can't scare me with that.
You talking about court?
I don't give a damn.
Situations with people that
we run into the masculine,
they're not doing anything for their kids. So at the end of the day, it is.
I don't condone that.
They're a deadbeat.
I agree with that.
Well,
but I also think that we need to keep in mind that the facts side with what the brother was saying.
Yeah.
So, that it's impossible for black people to be black men to be deadbeats when they're only 13% of the population. So that means there will be more Caucasian deadbeats than there are African American deadbeats.
Man,
there will be more crime committed by European people, Caucasian people, than black people.
You call it right.
I think that all those things should be taken into consideration before you start labeling a small percentage of the group of your citizens of society,
I'm not
labeling them this, that, and the other, and the third. That's why I said it about
I'm not saying all black men are deadbeats. I'm not saying all black men.
Especially considering the fact that they say it's statistically proven, it's documented. We are the most active. So where is all this hate coming from? No accountability, blame game, projections.
The greatest deadbeat and whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't say all black men were dead.
I didn't say you did.
You said enough.
This is not pick on Keisha. Let's have a conversation.
No, this is not. I didn't say it.
No, it's pick on what you saying out your mouth. That's what it's pick on. I'm picking on it.
Okay.
I'm cool though.
Okay, moving on. Can we look at the clip where Dr. Umar is talking about Shannon Sharp?
All right, then back up off us. Then that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we can do that. All right, then we gonna resolve it.
Yeah, for the sake of the viewers, I think that if we had an even score of hosts, we wouldn't have to worry about.
Now you attacking her too. You been neutral. Look, see, the blame game is real. You been neutral, right? I mean, Muada. He been neutral. Ain't nobody buying that. Nobody care about that neither. The host, we attacking you. Oh, poor victim. I'm being victimized. Whatever. Get out of here.
Whatever.
Get out of here.
Do what you can to level the playing field. If that's what you think of, level the playing field. I thought law and order ruled the day.
And maybe Alchemist would get his head intact.
Never. You ain't heard. You gonna learn today. Where we at? What'd you say? You looking for Umar?
Yeah, his comment on Shannon.
Gonna learn today. Think this a game?
I don't learn from the unlearned.
You need to unlearn everything you learn.
The majority of what we learn is
Well, you need to heal
there.
from your
It's from somewhere
generational
else.
trauma.
But you say you don't learn from the unlearned. Now that is tough, Keish. That's tough. What
Right.
do you mean by that?
Yeah, look at
What do you mean by
a
that?
lot of this is his generational trauma coming.
generational trauma. I never seen a therapist. I never been on any antidepressants, anti-anxiety medications. Have you? All right, then. Let's listen to this. Play with me. Think it's a game? I'm just a fan, Keisha. Don't be starting none, won't be none. You did.
Live banging out a snow bunny.
Oh, well, what are you doing? Go, Ma. Keisha, it ain't personal. You know that, right? We just having a conversation. Sweetheart.
It's a conversation. It's a conversation, and I'm gonna continue to put it out there for the nation. So is what it is.
It is what it is. Move out of gone again.
I'm guessing.
All right. Well, it's a lot of leaving and going. Know that much. All right. Let's see.
He should have stayed on his phone.
Yeah, cause that
it ain't working.
And Sharp, I heard he got caught on the live banging out a snow bunny. We not gonna talk about Uncle Shannon Sharp. I heard he got caught on the live banging out a snow bunny. We not gonna talk about Uncle Shannon Sharp being snow bunnied on Instagram Live. We not gonna laugh at our brother. We are not gonna laugh at our brother. I just hope that Shannon Sharp that the snow bunny didn't tap his Instagram Live when he wasn't looking. I just hope for my Uncle Shannon Sharp that the snow bunny didn't tap the Instagram Live while he was popping that Viagra pill. I just hope for my Uncle Shannon Sharp that the snow bunny didn't set him up, because if he didn't hit that button, I don't know how in the hell that button got hit, and he says he's never been on Instagram Live. Uncle Shannon Sharp, the greatest tight end in NFL history, he said he never been on Instagram Live. So if Unc never been on Instagram Live, how in the hell did Instagram Live go on? It was either the white power structure or he was snow bunny. It was either the white power structure or he was snow bunny. It was either the white power structure or Uncle Shannon Sharp was snow bunny. But I'm going to say this to Uncle Shannon and the rest of you ninjas out here. Stop popping them Viagras. We're not going to talk about Uncle Shannon Sharp. I heard he got caught on the live banging out a snow bunny. We're not going to talk about Uncle Shannon Sharp.
Hey, Shannon Sharp is getting that in.
I mean, let it be a lesson to people. And you love who you love, but it gets to a point when you involve race, and Shannon involved race. Shannon involved race when he talked about Black women. Shannon involved race when he talked about his preference. You involve race, and then as a result, you got caught in a predicament that you couldn't get yourself out of. So, yeah, that's my whole take on it. And then now, and for the audience, you got a full taste of all of the court systems, who favor courts, who don't favor the courts.
Hits that's being put out on black men by black women that we so love so dearly, because I ain't never messed with no the other side. All my women, as we know, has been sisters. So
yeah, I think
I don't know why you say it anti-black women. You just talking. I know. I get it. That's how it be sometimes. Emotional outbursts.
I'm not emotional. No, it's no issue here. I'm calm as a cucumber.
You said I'm anti-black women when you know personally all my women been black. You did.
Yeah, all your women been black,
For sure.
but you've been going in on black women lately. As
I'm
I
a
said in the last episode, you've been going ham on
because
black.
it's my duty to tell the truth, and tell it no matter what. Earnest man isn't afraid of consequences, whatever that may be. I ain't scared of nobody. I fear none. So I gotta let it be known. I gotta tell the truth no matter who it is.
Yeah. Well, I got a special announcement to make. If you all are interested in knowing about stocks, if you want to know what it's like to day trade, you want to
Not day
enroll
trade.
into
I do
oh
intermediate trading and long term.
intermediate and long-term trade. Sorry
Mm-hmm.
about that. Please level up your game by signing up for Level Up Stock University. So the one and only Alchemist, aka Black Wall Street, he does the courses.
Hey, you know how we do it. It's
Yeah.
going down holistically. It is.
Yeah.
So
So when it
you say
yeah.
what?
So I think when it comes down to it, black men, they've been getting it hard all last year. We talked about Diddy a couple of episodes back. Now we are talking about L.A. Reid. L.A. Reid, the founder of LaFace Records, the guy who was in a group with Kenny Babyface Edmonds a long time ago. He recently settled a civil suit with a sister by the name of Drew Dixon. Drew Dixon was an aspiring music producer who worked at Arista Records, and at the time, L.A. Reid was a part of Arista, and there were some sexual assault allegations that came up. Drew Dixon said that L.A. Reid, for the most part, sexually harassed her during her time at Arista, and when she tried to move forward in the music industry, he basically put a stop in her career. If you all could recall, about 2 or 3 years ago, the state of New York passed a civil allegation law where people had so many days to file a civil suit against people who sexually harassed them. And Cassie was one of the people, and Miss Drew Dixon was another individual that submitted a lawsuit against L.A. Reid. Drew has a history because she was also sexually assaulted by Russell Simmons, who now lives in Bali. So when you look at all these different situations of what's going on in the music industry, it's not uncommon. You hear about it. You hear about women, again, black women being exploited in the music industry. And you hear about L.A. Reid, I don't know what to think of L.A. Reid at this point, other than, he was one of the great people out there that can spot out talent. He spotted out Rihanna. He spotted out a couple of people, TLC, Goody Mob, Outkast. The list goes on. He did a lot in the Dirty South by forming like the Dungeon Family, different things like that. LaFace was really popping in the mid-90s. But when you look at allegations and you look at the history of how things played out with TLC, with the record label and things like that, it makes you wonder, powerful men, how long they get away with things. And all it takes is one woman who stands up for herself and say, hey, I'm going to take you to court. They settle with an undisclosed amount. So I don't know what you guys think about this whole thing of these black men who are in the entertainment industry. They're at the top. It seems like it's a shakedown going on. So what's your thoughts?
It's hard for me to trust nowadays what people is saying. It don't matter who the woman. It don't matter woman, man. It don't make no difference when it comes to that celebrity stuff. It's hard for me to trust what they be saying as far as they been raped, because so many have cried foul play, and and it's been proven that a lot of that stuff come out to be untrue. And we know we got lawyers nowadays. What's the one that try to get Jay-Z? I forgot his name. that's basically influencing a lot of women to, file these charges against these men just for financial settlement. So it's hard for me nowadays to trust what people are saying. I'm already cynical, and nowadays, because people is so selfish and individualistic, the integrity is not there, the honor is not there. So you say something to me, I'm gonna be looking at you sideways. You got documents, video or something? I don't know, anything. You can't just tell me and I'm gonna roll with it. I don't care who you are. You could be.
But when you look at like this situation here, this woman is trying to make it in the industry. She had hopes and dreams to make it. And I mean, she really signed some people on herself. Like she did work with the Wu-Tang Clan, Bone Thugs and Harmony, all those people. And this man, he would not leave her alone. Like, dude, you married. Like, what more do you want? It's like, is it not ever enough? You married because you power tripping. You want to mess with this woman. She already told you no, or she's like, I'm not interested. But it's still not enough. Still not enough. So I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not here to say that she's lying. I believe her story. Yeah, I believe her story. I believe the things that happen.
Yeah, I know. We know.
Here you go, Alchemist. Come on now. At some point, you got to understand that women, not all women are mischievous. Not all women are liars.
I ain't say that. You the one try to put it on that. I'm saying you quick. If you go look at any other episode, you quick to side with the woman, no matter what the evidence can say. She's lying. She's been alive for.
He has a history of predatory behavior at Arista Records. He was hitting on several women. And then he transferred and went over to Epic Records. He had to resign there because of his predatory behavior. And that woman wasn't even over there at that label. Come on now.
You probably right, but it's hard. Like I just told you, like, it's hard to believe y'all nowadays. You probably right. I don't know the history, but from what you've been telling me, you just quick to make a black man guilty, so I don't know.
I'm not quick to make any black man guilty. This is about facts, okay? I don't care if it was a black man, Hispanic man, Asian man. If you did something crazy in regards to a woman, if the evidence is there, the evidence is there. Come on now.
If the evidence there, you seen the evidence?
The evidence is there.
You got the documents? Did you see him? You got the video? You got the video record?
Come on now. We're not going to even get into the point of actual evidence. She gave her story.
What do you mean?
But and then there is documentation out there about women coming out saying that he did things or made inappropriate comments. Now, if it's one thing if it's just this woman complaining and all she wants is money, but when you got other women coming out saying, "Hey, he did the same thing to me." Hey,
bro,
I'm listening.
Have people have the this system, not system, shitstem, have people to corroborate stories against you?
Oh, of course.
And it was more than one, more than two, more than three?
Oh, yes.
Any evidence or anything?
No.
No video recording, no evidence? Just corroborated stories?
We're not going to sit here and make an excuse for L.A. Reid because he's a black
I ain't making an excuse for L.A. Reid. I'm making excuses for the truth and allowing the truth to have some type of room to wiggle instead of just pushing it to the side and just, I know this whole anti-black man, blame the black man rhetoric is the thing to do now.
This is. It's not anti-black man.
He might be guilty, but like I say, if it's like that little skit with Dave Chappelle, did his mama see him? Was it video? Did you have it documented? Was it written? Did you got a voice record? Matter of fact, nowadays they can mimic your voice, especially with AI, your handwriting, and even your image nowadays. So I don't even know if I can trust the videos no more.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. All that stuff is dangerous nowadays. It's getting worse.
Little kids doing all type of dances. I don't know, and they cold with it. So nowadays AI. I don't even know if you an
I'm
AI or
looking
not.
at I'm looking at the person's character, a series of predatory behavior, a series of harassment, you know,
From
and
who?
harassment from what he has harassed women, several women.
Who said it?
It was women that came forth that were, and they refused to be identified, but they said that he did this, you know. So I mean, it's just look, Dominique. I mean, look, Alchemist. You can say whatever you want. You can say it however you want. At the end of the day, sorry, viewers. At the end of the day,
viewers can't even apologize to a black man. It wasn't the viewers that did that. They ain't did nothing. You said it. Can you apologize to me? The viewers ain't did nothing.
Sorry, Alchemist.
Thank you. You can't. It was hard for you to do that, wasn't it? Dang. What we do?
This is not about.
I didn't do it.
Okay.
I didn't do it.
I
didn't do it, Keys the Beast.
Feminists being submissive because you know the feminist ways got us at the point where we are not willing to admit when we're wrong or being submissive. Okay, that's not the case here tonight.
I'm glad
tonight is about what is going on with L.A. Reid. Why is he doing what he's doing? But if you wanna play that game and you wanna go down that path, we can go down that path. It is because of the very reason, the path you on now, gaslighting black women.
I'm gaslighting now. You just throw these terms around: gaslighting, narcissism, what else? Chauvinism.
What's going on, Keish?
She's on. I know what it is. That's what I got it. I got it.
I'm speaking facts on what is happening. Like why, you know, black women, we continue to be exploited in every area. And you guys are taking this to a path of your own to say, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Anti-black.
Who said that we don't believe that black women are being exploited? Who said that?
He didn't say exploited, but he just said, I don't believe what's going on with this situation. And it's like, okay, come on now.
I say where the evidence at. I'm not just gonna take somebody's story. Like I say, I know people personally, a brother of mine. Not only that, I've been around quite some time, and I seen it for myself that the system will have you to corroborate a story. And I know for a lot of times people would roll with it just for financial reason, especially if they financially unstable. Money brings the demon out of so many people. The integrity, the honor, we do not have. Where there's no honor, there's no shame. So you can't come and tell me anything about what somebody said or especially what the court said.
I watch her documentary.
And I'm going to roll with it.
I believe it.
I'm a man of my yacht. You watched the documentary?
I watched her documentary. I believe it. I believe that.
What documentary?
Drew Dixon, the lady who won the settlement against L.A. Reid, she has a documentary, and it was geared towards Russell Simmons.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Russell Simmons sexually assaulted her, and then.
How long was this ago?
Dominique, it was around 2023. She came out with this documentary.
I'm talking about how long was it ago that she been what was it, sexually assaulted?
This was some years back. This was like in the early, like late 90s, early 2000s.
How y'all hide yourselves with this thing? I don't even know how to do it. I'm finna hide myself. I need to, cause I'm finna throw a fit on the down low. I can't even do it.
Please hide yourself.
I'm trying to, so I can throw a fit then come back on. In the 90s, I thought they had a statue. Did bro freeze up?
No.
Oh, I thought they had a statute of limitation on this stuff.
They don't have a statute of limitation. You didn't hear me earlier saying New York passed a law where people wanted to file a civil suit against people who sexually assaulted them. They had a certain time to do it. And she filed that sexual assault suit, because if she didn't file it, well, to make a long story short, L.A. Reid settled with the woman. So to me, settling, anytime someone settles, is an admission.
Nope. Lawyers influence them to settle. It's a proven fact. This is a fact.
Yeah,
they influence them to settle because they don't want to. They trying to keep it under wraps. It's already came out.
And he probably wanted to keep it under wraps.
It's for other reasons beyond. I would never settle. I don't care about.
He probably didn't want to go to court like Diddy.
I don't care about what the lawyer said. Because lawyers isn't telling these guys. It's been put out there to go and settle because it's the money ain't nothing. I give it a little money and just to suppress all the other stuff and move on with your life.
Bro man didn't want to go to court because if he didn't settle, his court case was coming up next week. And he hurried up and came out them pockets. I'm telling you.
You telling me?
Yeah.
Rob guy. You going through it, ain't you?
I'm confused.
You know, I ain't in the studio. I don't know I'm learning, man. It's not something I'm doing on purpose.
Keisha, what have the black man done to you? Like,
you're not gonna twist this on me like this self-hatred.
Look like you should join them sisters who was, trying to put that hit out on them.
No, I would never do that. Like I said, I came from a black man. I love all black men. But where I'm coming from is situations like when you are being dismissive and disrespectful to black women. So don't ever put me in a category. No, I'm just saying men in general. Some men in general. Well, some men. I don't want to generalize. But my issue is, again, when there are certain men in our community, they choose to opt out from women in our community and they choose to settle with these other women and then dog us out. That's my problem.
I don't like it either, Keisha. I don't like it. I don't agree with it.
Yeah, I don't. Thank you, Muada. I don't agree with it.
I understand it. Yeah, what you think? You can't attack people and think they just gonna be accepted. They gonna fight.
Dominique.
But hold on, I ain't through. But I get like the whole. I ain't with none of the red pill community, all of those stuff. But if you attacking somebody, quite naturally they gonna try to defend themselves.
Correct.
And here comes the Kevin Samuels and the MTRs and all them other guys that's siding with Kevin. And I don't support most of what Kevin say. But you can't attack black men and think it's not going to be some pushback. That's not going to happen. And you pro women, no matter what is being said, they can say something that's just an outright lie. And you like, yeah, I believe it, yeah. And ain't giving the black man no benefit of a doubt. Just like he guilty. Yeah, he guilty. Right along with them other peoples who he guilty. Guilty, yeah, guilty. No, I ain't buying that. I'm
not buying it either.
Yeah, I ain't going for that.
If you think that you need some help, aid and assistance, then go ahead and get it.
Well, my thing is, though, like I said, those women need help. And I wouldn't be
I wasn't making light of that at all. I wasn't making light of that. I want to say that I do apologize, Keish. I wasn't making light of that at all. I respect women to the fullest. I agree with their natural essence.
Yeah, but if you're aiding in a situation to where you want to wipe out black men, I don't support that. Like I said, I come from a black man. And when you get down to the point of it, I thank God that my father was a black man. And I thank God that I am an African-American woman. There's no other race I would want to be. Because we do some creative stuff.
What?
We can save the world within 15 minutes.
Who can?
Okay.
Who can?
I'm thankful.
Who can save the world within 15 minutes? Who you talking about?
Okay, we're not gonna.
I'm asking a question.
A black woman.
I knew
Black
it.
woman.
Where's the black family at? It's always black woman. Where the black family at? We can't get a black family.
Because women, you're not
What?
going to be able to do it by yourself.
Hell no. It's not gonna happen. You want to get? I mean, black woman. What about the black man?
What feminist chopped down your cherry tree?
I
Feminist?
think for real,
Did you
I think
date a feminist at one point?
I chopped down cherry trees. What are you talking about? I'm the chopper.
I think that a lot of black women should go back and study like Queen Azinga and Queen Ty and several other women.
You did.
There's a host of women that came before that were very strong, very passionate, very intelligent, very charismatic, very creative,
Facts.
but also very war
ready.
and war ready and spiritually grounded. That played their part in keeping the family together when things were done against the man and vice versa. I think there are a lot of great examples of women who kept their essence, their God-given nature, while performing such acts in order to keep the family together. And I think those women should be studied and learned from by the majority of women in today.
Instead of Margaret Sangers.
That woman was something great for her people, wasn't she?
Right. And it's crazy because this kind of transition into, you see the new Black Panthers?
Oh my goodness, disrespectful.
It's crazy.
You know what I don't understand? I don't understand. What it does show, I understand it, but what it does show is he's intelligent.
Facts.
What I don't agree with is, if you are not saying that you have to be black in order to pick up the black banner, but if you're gonna pick up the black banner, then rep that shit no matter what. But they had brown berets for the Puerto Ricans and the Latin community that started because of the Black Panther movement.
Branched off, used us for our numerical
strength. Brown
strength.
beret. Don't use the Black Panther.
Right.
Bring light to us or try to muddy our soil or damper our movement. Use your own. Why don't you use the brown berets? If you do enough research, you understand. Y'all had that. Y'all moved alongside with the Black Panthers. Come on, man. I'm sick of that jumping on down in black men or black culture and then jumping on a bandwagon and always using something that black people use. Say the slang, the language, the words, the clothing, the dress, and then talk about them. Now, I can't say that I have seen that over the last couple of months. It is a Jewish guy on one of them social media outlets, and he goes hard. The man goes hard. He goes hard as I don't know what. He's like, hey, man, you people are sick. I'm a part of the culture, but you people are sick. You people literally emulate black people in every way, but talk so bad about how you dislike black people. That's hypocritical, but it's not surprising to me. It's understandable when you don't have another cultural imprint, or you don't have another cultural to base the culture on in which you're from. That's why some people look at Americans crazy, because they come over here with a different cultural set of mentality.
Right.
And we don't. A lot of us here in this country only know what we've been raised with, only know what we used to. We don't know the original culture. And that puts us at a disposition and basically behind the line when it comes to moving the ball forward or the needle forward in order to making progress.
You familiar with him, Keisha? He's a Latino guy. I forgot his name, but he got this whole carbon copy of the Black Panther Party, in which he implemented, and it's for the immigrants. It's to protect the immigrants, and he using our whole vernacular, that we used back then. And what you think about them using our stuff to galvanize their people, and in hopes of getting some of us to join board as well, because that's the whole reason for saying Black Panther Party, taking our name, the carbon copy version. Yeah, what you think about it?
I agree with Muwada. Use your own movement because Black Panther was something that was birthed out of our community. And
Okay.
when you think of Black Panther, you think about Geronimo Pratt. When you think about Black Panther, you think
Okay.
about Huey P. Newton.
All right.
Those are the patriarchs of the Black Panther movement. You think about Mutulu Shakur, you think about Asada Shakur, you think about Afeni Shakur. I have an issue with that. But if I'm quite sure you read this book, Black Labor, White Wealth
Oh, for
by Dr.
sure.
Clark. Yeah,
Read
Clark V.
it.
Anderson.
Read it.
And he
Heck yeah.
talks about, for those of you who want something to read for Black History Month, because we're going to be at the door of that after MLK, please read that. Clark V. Anderson, he's a really well-renowned social scientist and scholar. He talks about the civil rights movement, and he talks about how it was originally for Black people during the times of the civil rights movement, but everybody else kind of hopped on the bandwagon. And it just seems like whenever we try to push forward with progress, there are other individuals that come and emulate and take what we do,
Right,
and make it their own.
Facts.
So I have a problem with that. I have a serious problem with that.
She mentioned brother Claude Anderson. The brother is sharp. I used to read the brother's literature back in the 90s and had his VHS tape. He's had those big old tapes that you slide in there. That was retarded. Like, I'm showing my age. But anyway, he's a serious brother. The brother's serious. And he was on that back then. And if you even pay attention to what he said back then in the 90s, it's coming to fruition now. It's like we living in that. It's like for real. Him and Francis Crest Welsing, they were on a lot of that stuff. And you like, hold on, when you back then, they've been on it since the 70s. I'm saying when I consciously walked into it was in early 90s, 91, 92. But saying that to see what they were speaking about is here now, it's still going on in a greater way where it's veiled a lot to where people think that it's not that and it is like, whoa. It's like
it's disturbing. It's very daunting, but it takes me back to and I'm gonna cite a movie here real quick. Everyone saw Black Panther Wakanda Forever, right? And so if you look at that movie, it depicts the African tribe battling this indigenous tribe. And if you look at the very end where the indigenous tribe, they were defeated by Wakanda, you hear the guy say, let them fight for us. Let them fight for us, and then we will rise and take their kingdom. So that lets you know what type of mindset or ideology. Ryan Coogler, he's very smart with bringing in those statements metaphorically to let you know what other groups feel about Black people. We're at the forefront of every fight.
Yeah.
Then once they study our strategy, they take it.
Use us for our numerical strength, and then close the door behind them. As soon as they get in the door, they get out of here.
Right.
Every time.
It's the wash and rinse and recycle, same old thing.
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Rinse and repeat.
Yep.
I remember what's his name? Richard Pryor did a whole little skit. Remember that skit that he did when he entered in the tomb in Africa, and he said, "Oh, these are Black people." And they shut the door on his ass, locked him up in there. He said, "I'm going out, I'm telling the world." It's the same thing, man. They do it to us because we allow it. And I started with that because we don't have the original culture to juxtapose, to put side by side and judge from. We don't have anything, so they keep us blinded with this materialism and individualism to the point to where we're blinded by anything other than that.
The new trending thing, yeah, which like, everybody used the feminist movement used y'all. Uh,
Well, in the feminist movement, if you
the
want to talk about it, we
the
couldn't even
brown
march. We
the
couldn't march in the feminist movement. We
ethnic,
called
But y'all
ourselves.
supported the feminist movement and they
yeah,
needed your help.
yeah, y'all
Yeah.
They weren't
supported it.
able to overcome that. They weren't able
Right.
to have that push without you all. They
No.
just pushed y'all aside when they was finished with you.
Facts, big
Yeah.
facts. Just like the other ethnic groups do us. I mean, we just be used all around the board, and it's sad because we be looking to be the only reason they able to use us, like bro was saying, is because we have no guideposts. We have no knowledge of self.
None
Ain't nothing new
whatsoever.
under the sun. So if we just we anti-history, we anti our own history, so therefore we gonna keep repeating it.
Yo, and that's what's scary right now because they're taking a lot of our history out of schools. You know, they're taking our
Yeah.
history. You know, you got the
Facts.
1619 Project, kids can't read that. You got things like Medical Apartheid by Harriet Washington. That's so important to read so you
Yeah, I
can
read
know
that,
about the whole way that they experimented on us, you know, from slavery up until
That's a
today.
beast book.
Yes.
You read it
Whew,
before?
yeah, that
Yeah.
much serious. How they used to just give y'all
Yeah.
no medication, just straight, just cut on y'all and just that was
Yeah,
crazy.
and that's the thing about it. Like the first hysterectomy was experimented on Black women, you know, and you know, for the Hispanics, you know, with birth control, they experimented on Hispanic women. These are things that if you don't know, you're doomed to repeat. And so it's just really, really scared that these books and our history is going to be obsolete. So it's just really weird.
I think that social media is playing a part in keeping it alive, though. I think that social media has its ups and downs, its ins and outs, and its plus and minuses like anything else. I think truly that there are a lot of people that's pushing to preserve that history. I think that it would do us a great deal to actually purchase as many of those books and different literatures from different authors of to actually have something to back up the things that we say. You know,
Right,
I
like
think that'd help
killing.
us.
But you know, they had like little pop-up shops where their Black-owned bookstores, and they try
Yeah.
to save like as many books as they can, you know, because it's so important. Like books like Killing the Black Body, you need to know about that, you
Oh
know.
yeah, I had so many. I had man, I've lost so many books. I'm like, that's one of the things that I really would have liked to have kept close. I've lost so many, almost 400, if not over 425. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
And they going digital with it for a reason. They can control and watch what you read. So
Right.
ebooks,
Right.
and they trying to
Right.
get rid of the books. And it's been research out that a lot of the different ethnic groups, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that, is buying a lot of our books up to get it out of rotation or circulation. And it's
Right.
no different from the days of old when them Greeks invaded Kemet when it was
Right.
all black and burned up what was that book? I mean, they burned up over 200,000 books. So they've been constantly
No. I think they burnt up over 500,000 to 1
Half a-
million books, and they kept 250 of the essential books that they needed to keep things going in their matter, which they used to learn from.
used
And,
to create
the Library
religion.
of Alexandria.
Yep. Which it was I can't remember the name. It's been so long. It was another name before they, you know how they do it. They take over and then put their name on it.
Right.
But
Right.
I can't remember the name off the rip. But yeah,
But the people that everyone thinks that is so holy, then everyone else are the same people who opened the door and allowed them people to come in there and do that to them African people.
yep,
And they took the spiritual system and ran with it.
yep.
You can literally take one spiritual system and put it up against another and just change the names back to the original.
Facts.
And you'll be like, what the? Hold on.
Facts.
You just literally just changed the names, put
Yep.
your name on it, and took our name off of it.
Yep.
And it's like, what? I'm talking about do your research and
Yep.
you'll find out. It may shock the hell out of you.
For real. It is no coincidence that Holy Bible derived from the word Helios Biblos, Sun Book, religion derived from the word religio, which means to link back. We go down the list. The halo you seen behind certain people's head, it was used before. I ain't gonna even go there. Well, don't get me started.
Listen, man, that's
With your
one of the things.
dog. Your dog.
That's one of the things that tripped me out. Though. That's one of the things that sent me down that got me thinking yesterday. I'm always thinking, but I was sitting there watching a football game or something, and I seen these announcers, commentators. They were on the screen, and they had, instead of them having the halo over the head, they had it right behind them, and they had lights flashing, like there were sunlights flashing behind them. And I was like, what the?
Right.
These people will
play
recycle
with
every play, and I'm talking about like, and
play with your history right in your face.
Right in your face. They will put it right in your face, give it to you, religious or non-religious, and you like, what? And you unbeknown to yourself, subconsciously, you'll have an attachment to this. That attachment draws you in, causes you to feel a little better about that, and you want to participate in it, unbeknown to yourself.
So yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely an attack on information, us learning information. I remember I was in college. I was like 23, 24 years old. They came in and took all my books, literally, and it was because of this little dusty little Caucasian who was mad I wasn't giving her no attention. Liz took all my books and put me down as somebody to be watched, cause I wasn't paying no attention. They took all my books, bro. I had to write representatives. I had to call my peoples.
Yeah.
So when they did that, I say, oh, I'm on to something. I was like 23.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm telling my age, but they took all my books, bro. Huh?
I've had them do that to me as well.
She used to come by my dorm room, knock on the door, and I look. And during that time, I was still in, it's about 4 phases. It's agitation, education, organization, and mobilization. I was in the agitated phase, so when she used to always knock on my door, and I look at her with the most meanest mug. She sent them people to come get my books, like said I was hostile. No, I don't want to jack off on your little dusty. All right.
I know the feeling. They did the same thing to me, man. They tore my dorm room up, man. My dorm room,
Right.
and man, they went. Oh my goodness! When I got through, I was so upset. But I was in my organization stage, phase. So I
Keeping
really
it cool.
laughed at it. Yeah, I really laughed at it and thought it was more immature on their part than mine. That you could really be infuriated by a black man educating himself.
Right, that's serious. That's when I
know. If I'm spending tens of thousands of dollars on cars, or jewelry, or whatever, rims, you're happy. But if I'm buying tens of thousands of books, you're upset.
Yep.
So, what kind of shit is this?
Yeah, I was young too, and so I'm like, oh, I just started ordering books like crazy, because I'm like, oh, I'm on to something. They straight took my books, all of them. Yeah. I had to fight to get them back. I'm like, hold up. You don't want me to educate okay.
I didn't have to fight in college.
Of course you didn't.
You did have to fight for your certificates or degree or whatever. I remember. Don't play. You had to fight.
You had to fight then. There's different levels, stages, and degrees of fighting.
Yeah, Alchemist, he witnessed it.
Yeah. So it's real.
The struggle is real. The struggle is definitely
for real. And it's towards you actually educating yourself. So it speaks volumes. If here it is, they allow you, they support you going and buy Gucci, Fendi, Prada, and all that old material things. But when it comes to you learning, I never experienced someone coming against me learning. And when they did that, like I say, that was crazy. I was shocked. I was in my head for a minute, like what? So yeah, it's serious. So it's read in the name
Definitely
of the
read.
in the
Definitely
name
read. Definitely
in the
read.
name of your ancestors. What they say, Iqra, how they say it in the Muslim term, Iqra, read in the name of Allah or something, but whatever. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna, hey,
Right.
arm,
No,
leg,
no.
leg, arm, head. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
5 star, Well, but yeah, read Keish, the beast off the leash.
Well, she seemed like she's been reading. She dropped
Yeah,
some a nice one about the books
This.
Harper, Hill Harper.
I like you again.
I always thought you was cute, Keish.
Come at men like that. Watch it now. Don't be coming at black men like that. It is.
Anyway, it's about that time. It's about that time.
All right, well, take it easy. I definitely appreciate the conversation on all levels. Study and show thyself approved.
Yes. Study.
And bang on that wicked beast daily.
Without a doubt or contradiction.
We appreciate our brother Muada dropping all that wisdom and all the jewels and taking us all the way back to the origin of how things happen. How do we get from here? So that's very much so appreciated.
I appreciate that, Keish, and I appreciate you being a little more light on the brother, on both the brothers. Although at times you regress, the brother had to point it out to me that I was being neutral and you was attacking me. So I appreciate you lighting up a little bit on the brother. But whatever you feel like you need, that I don't know, where you get off thinking that we're on against you or not? We're all for it. If you find somebody that you want to communicate with us, let's do that.
Don't do me no favors and be light on me though. If you see me fighting with a bird, pour honey on me and help the bird.
See, I'm of the same nature when it's not us.
Nah, at least
I'm doing what I can to bridge the gap between the black man and the black woman.
That's good, because at least I know what side you on.
So without a doubt and no
contradiction. All right, man. It's been good.
All right, family.
All right.
Heck nah.